All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We have a invis progress check at Diamond. Let's check it out. Okay. Nice. So far, so good. Wait on that. Wait on that. See, now a pull would be lethal. Whenever there's a Venom diving in, you don't want to pull immediately. You want to wait till they're looking to jump out. Venoms are going to not jump out. They stay in for a while. They only jump out after they use their E. So their health will turn blue. See, watch, ready? Now their health is blue. Now they're going to look for a way out. And then, boop, there it is. You pull them in. And now they're dead. So, I think your positioning is decent enough to stay alive, but it's not giving you the ability to do what Invis does best, which is cleave a bunch of friendlies and a bunch of enemies. So when we watched Okami play Invis, he was like always lining everybody up and being able to like do things like that. So here, it's very safe. And this would work great if you're a rocket. You have like stuff to bounce against, but it doesn't work great for Invis. I think it was better when we were being aggressive, but since the Venom jumped in, now it's going to be a little difficult. Nice. Probably have enough time to build up a pull. Yeah, we're we're losing a lot of that. Venom's pulling a ton of aggro. I think it's the best way to put it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so you just gotta wait till he's on the way out. Okay, I like that pull. Good. Not a great pull. Whenever you're gonna pull a Doctor Strange, you have to basically read how they use their shield, and look for it to go down. Here, a push would have been great. Good on cooldown. You guys get points anyway? Yeah, I don't mind that. I think it's fine. I think if you waited a couple extra seconds, it probably would have been even better, but it's okay. That's their portal. Nice. So far, so good. Doing great.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
We're just too preemptive on our pushes and pulls. I forgot to grab a snack. My stomach is growling. Alright, just kill him. That works. Again, like, just too preemptive with the push and pull. Probably gonna be a ult from Venom. So I'd save my shield. This is a great position for you. Look how much cleave you're getting. So good. Like the attempt. So with these pushes and with this type of pull, right? With this type of pull here, I understand the logic. I see what you're trying to get at. The reason it doesn't work though is a couple things, right? We have, first of all, the map is not very conducive to it at this point. Like, we pull, but because they're on an incline, they don't get pulled very far. Even if it did hit, which I'm not quite certain that it did. Versus, like, if you did that pull here, now they get pulled all the way down because the map is very conducive to it, right? The slope is better to pull people from top to bottom versus from bottom to top. And then the second thing is, this Venom has been diving us the whole game, right? They also have a Strange who has ult. Granted, he's dead, so I think that's fine. But there are other things that we can be saving our push and our pull for, right? So immediately after we use this pull, Venom comes in, and now you don't have the pull, right? Barely get back to the front line. Okay, nice. Doing well.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Unfortunate. Okay, be ready to push here. I need you to stand right near those doors. Be ready to push. Okay. No, all right. Good. Just won a game with Jake? Nice. Good stuff. Have you been in one game this whole time? Or was that like a, were you guys like quick playing and then finally, comp? World's greatest Thing player. You're playing Thing? Let's go. Oh, this is panic. Panic. Yeah, you're looking for those aggressive pulls, but the scenario just isn't ready for it. I like that we're trying, but we have to recognize, like, when is it a good time? Those aggressive pulls in the enemy tank, it has to be when you pull them out of position and they can die for it, right? So if you pulled this Moonlight 15 feet and dropped him right here, he still probably wouldn't die because your team is not ready to do it. So that wouldn't go for it. And then we put ourselves in a bad position to do it, and we don't have our cooldown for the Venom. I'm actually amazed that you get out of it. Classic Jake. I think an ult here, well, your Emma was already dead, so probably better not. And you guys already got the point, so I think it's fine. Okay. I don't like that. That's even worse. You ulted one person and they have a support ult going anyway. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, not a good ult. Not a good ult. I feel like if I had to guess that you were getting really antsy because you haven't ulted in a really long time, and so you were like, well, I mean, now ult, and it kind of gets rushed. It's tough to not let those feelings get to you and like still evaluate things correctly. Don't let like a mistake earlier of not using your ult force out an even worse ult, because that just turns one bad ult into two bad ults. Okay. It also enables your team to make great pull. Great pull. Nice. Oh, B-hop. Push. Nice. Save Emma. Excellent stuff. This is the angle you want to be at. You're getting so much extra damage in Cleave. Look how fast you're building ult. Good. You definitely saved the point there. Wait, we use our push again? Cool. Oh. I mean, if you had the read that he was going for ult and you pushed him because of that, nice job. If not, then yeah, too early.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Oh. Okay, what's with the jump here? Because we got pulled? Fair enough. This is a reaction thing. So a high ranked player would still be able to react to this. Where we had to use our jump, you react incredibly fast, but now something else happens, right? We have Strange, and you either have to bring up your shield, which technically is there, or you have to push, or both, right? The easy option would be to just bring up your shield. Then you can help your team by being alive, right? So how do we speed up our reactions? Let's make sure our sound is on to like a good enough setting. You know, check your sounds, make sure the music isn't too loud, make sure the sound effects are good, right? Where basically if you have two different methods at least of like identifying, then it's faster to react. So you see it and you hear it is going to be faster than you just hear it, or faster than you just see it. So make sure we have both of those on and we're paying attention to that. Get res? Maybe? Oh, we don't want to do that. Okay, so now we have an ult. We get 2 kills. Great. Server admin Sue strikes again. I have a feeling that green team's going to adjust in a big way, and then red team's not going to be able to. Whoa, was that a pull? Yeah, that was a pull. So this is another scenario, one of the rare scenarios where you actually want to be looking to push, right? You don't want them near the cart. So right here, and push. Get him off the cart. And that ult. Nice. Okay. So far, so good. Let's see the adjustments. So try not to, whenever you're being dove by Venom, Captain America, Hulk, anything like that, try not to use all of your cooldowns at the same time. So right here, we start taking damage. We realize the Venom's behind us, right? And then we immediately use our jump, turn, and push, and bring up a shield. We try to do it all. Try to do one at a time if you can. Spread it out a little bit. it makes it you a lot harder to actually dive. Good push. Trying to get out. Why are we walking forward? What happened? Angela's dead. Why are we walking forward? We still have a huge disadvantage here. Oh, bro, you're so lucky this Venom's bad. Why are we walking forward? Yeah, so not recognizing that we're still at a disadvantage. This is part of this map. So this map just has a huge attacker's advantage once they get past like the choke points, because their spawn is like way closer. This spawn is so far. It takes so long for people to come back from. And then we have a cloak doing this. Like, your Angela died. Your Emma is just barely getting back from the very beginning. And like by that time your Rocket's dead, you're still half dead. Like it takes a long time on this point for you to actually regain advantage. This is get bent. Bad pull. Bad pull. Again, like for the pull, I like that you try it, but the opportunity has to be there. There's no chance that you can get a kill by yourself here. We're like way too aggressive. I know you're trying to probably get that cloak, but you're putting yourself in such bad danger to do it. No way you live. No way you live, right? You do live, but your Emma dies. Yeah. There's a very aggressive positioning that our team is still like not recovered yet. Yay, Rocket! OP res beacon. Ready to pull? Not yet. Patient, patient, patient. Get out, get out. Yeah, you're dead. Whole team's dead. They're not going to portal. They all got good spawn though. That's nice. Rocket. That sucks. Okay, we even the score. Go help your Emma, help your Emma, help your Emma. Nice. Good. Nice stuff. That was great. Fair enough. Maybe a little preemptive. We do have. Yeah. I'm not sure what we were doing here. What was the goal? This is Emma positioning. Like, usually a Venom has to work to be able to get to an invis. But you're just like right there. And then you jump the wrong way. I'm assuming you jumped the wrong way, like this wasn't on purpose? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, this is just bad. It feels like we panic and then we jump the wrong way and then we have to ult to get out, but then they support ult, and so now like our whole team is just kind of screwed.
It's clear I'm still needed here. You're halfway there. Keep going. Anyone willing to help?
Here they come.
Also, if we're talking about support ults, like look at the enemy team and see which ult would your support ult actually prevent from being a full team wipe, right? It's strange. That's the person you want to save your ult for. Here comes Strange. Venom. Nice. I actually don't even mind this. Now I don't like it. You would have had to go the other way, yeah.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
If you're gonna take aggressive angles like this, I don't mind it. But at the same time, you have to like recognize that when it's time to move, if you go the long way, that's a lot of time for your team to not have healing. So sometimes you have to go the short way and just start healing from back here. And then if this Emma is good and she sees like Invis over here, I'm going to walk forward, right? Because I know I can take some space because I have support here. It's kind of a gamble, but that's the downside of taking this aggressive positioning. It's fine to do it, just recognize like what you're giving up. Recognize the trade-offs.
You needed some help. A little help, please. Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Die or get out. Yeah, just die. Just die. Quicker, the better.
A little help, please.
Your god is suffering.
Wait. Now. And now. There you go. Yes. Got it. You adjusted. Good. Oh, hello. Self-shield. So your first cooldown when something like this happens, since we're now in 1v1 territory, just self-shield. Self-shield first, just to start with. Then you get your healing up, you get that out. Then your jump is your bailout move. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Nice. Okay. Pull. Nice. You make the best of it. I can't believe that worked out. Bro, what?
I suppose that helped.
Feel the pull. Get that vehicle moving again.
That's a good ult. I like it. Don't mind it at all. If we're a little faster, we probably save him. The cloak shouldn't have been there at that point. Nice. Okay.
This is your big chance.
I mean, I think you gave your team a great chance there. I think you did fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Haunts you.
The current score is 3-2-3.
Sometimes that happens, you know?
A little help, please.
Again, though, we're kind of losing those good piercing positionings. We're favoring more like off angles, instead of these like long, narrow, getting a ton of damage and a ton of healing. There you go. See, like this is a little bit better because we're lining everybody up. This is even better. Now look at how much healing, and look at your percent charge. Okay, watch this. Here, see how it's going up? 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Now check this out. Ready? Look at it. You see? You got like 20% there, or 30% instantly. And you didn't even use like the orb or anything. This was purely just from left click. You went from 33 to 63 by left clicking 8 times, I think. Like, it makes a huge difference. The positioning with Invis is like based around that. You want to maximize that effect. You get your ults early, you get a ton of damage, you get a ton of healing.
The moon haunts you.
Yeah. How is your Emma dying here? Is there anything we could have done to save her? Feels like you're a little bit kill hungry. So the way you go about swapping, right? So we're healing. Now there's a strange here. We're doing some damage. Now the health bars go back. Now you go back to healing, right? It feels like we're kind of stuck on. It's like you see that opportunity, you're like, I'm gonna get the kill, and then it holds on to you for a couple seconds too long. I guess the way that you should think about it is, it's like your aim should be magnetized to like healing and like that cleave like we talked about, and then an opportunity shows up and it's still magnetized. You have to like pull away from it. Now that opportunity is gone. Now it snaps right back. Yeah, good ult. You have to ult there. No, you're losing that. You're losing the cleave. Here we go. There we go. Nice.
Or a dagger.
Good.
Unk over here. Unk's taking care. They made it halfway. Stop them. Better stop that vehicle.
This is a nice spot.
Some uninvited guests.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Holy. Why? What? You just saw 2 people die here. Why do you jump right where they die? What? Maybe let me try to get into your head here. Maybe your thought is like, you know, we're on attack, right? This is attacker space. This is defender space. I must get back here, right? but that's just never how it really works out, right? Like this is not safe.
The current score is 3-2-3.
You guys lose this?
Feel the pull. Feeling
It's
fantastic.
here. Okay, we're getting good cleave. Preemptive on the shield. I don't like the shield. See, that would have been a better shield. That was good. Throw it back. Good. Okay, we have Venom attacking. This is great cleave for us. Nice. Well, get that maximum cleave. Make sure you line up everybody in front of you as best as you possibly can. There's so much frontline pressure. I mean, this is kind of the downfall of work, right? They just have so much pressure up front. You guys can't deal with it. Okay, now everybody's dead and your Strange is dead. So your goal here is to jump and stay invisible and touch at the last possible second to give your Strange time to portal. You have to. Is there a queue? Yes. If you join the Discord, !Discord, there's a section for VOD reviews. Yeah. Unfortunate. So let's watch our positioning. We want to maximize the cleave for invis to make sure we're getting, you know, we saw the crazy amount of ult charge you can get if you position properly. Aim for that. Try not to do as much off angles as you're used to. And then for your pushes and pulls, just be a little bit more patient. Look for the right opportunity for it. I'm glad that we're using it, but we gotta look for opportunities where it's actually gonna secure a kill or it's gonna keep us safe or things like that. So anyway, your invis looks great. I think you made a lot of plays this game. But I think if we just clean up that positioning a little bit, try not to off angle as much, I think it'll go a long way. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time.